Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to present the next Omega Astrology Conference 2025. And here we are with our new faculty. Just a reminder, this is a yearly event, a small, we call it boutique astrology conference that takes place upstate New York in the lush forests and beautiful. And this coming event is going to take place in October 3rd to 5th, 2025, when the tree colors are shifting. So it's one of the most beautiful, spectacular seasons. And the specific theme this time, because the planet Jupiter will be in the sign of Cancer for a year, we're going to focus specifically on the female wisdom in astrology, meaning how all the feminine archetypes are represented or sometimes underrepresented. And of course, we have many goddesses, several goddesses among the faculty.
I'm just so honored and grateful to be part of this incredible vision that you are putting together. Jupiter in Cancer and the divine feminine, just how perfect for a time when we're moving into a time that can feel hyper masculine, right? Or at least androgynous, with all the big planets changing signs, moving into fire and air. And I will bring, the very fierce, inspiring symbol of Lilith when we explore Black Moon Lilith together. Yes, the grand sextile, the great sextile, right? It's this larger configuration. It's of harmony and opportunity. So it'll be fascinating to talk about.
There's beautiful gardens, there's a few of them, and then there's a labyrinth and a lovely lake that you can go and lay in a hammock in. So from the restful energy of it, and then it's got a spiritual place. There's no televisions, there is Wi-Fi. It's you're kind of in a little room in a cabin, so it's a little bit like going to camp, but it also has an energy of everybody there is learning something. So the dining room conversations are interesting, especially if you sit with other people in other groups. Indoor and outdoor eating, food is really pretty good. Lots of choices that really support healthy, and then a wonderful gift shore. So the environment itself is beautiful. In the sky, there's only two women, Moon and Venus. And with the asteroids, we get four other definitions of the feminine. Plus, there's been Mike Brown of the Jet Propulsion Lab has been naming the things he discovers with the Hubble telescope, and the James Webb telescope has been naming them after these very indigenous goddesses that are big deals. So we've been having a lot more things named in the heavens feminine.
Well, it's always a pleasure, Maurice. Teaching with you, and Omega is a delight. It's a really special place to come to. And I love that you've chosen this theme of the feminine, Maurice, because of course, as Anne was just saying, it's so exciting to listen to her go through the power of these outer planets. They're all changing into what are the traditionally masculine signs. So it seems an absolutely perfect counterpoint that we draw that powerful energy into this new element that we will evoke, and that we always wake up the opposite. The unconscious opposite is always coming in at the same time. And I want to talk about how we always think of Venus as being charmed, but I'm also interested in how Venus is armed. What are the weapons that each Venus has? Because every planet in your chart can go rogue, can take a walk on the wild side, can suddenly find a gift, a power that it's never known before. And so I want to talk about both of these, the charming and the arming of the feminine, and what will be growing and being developed during this time as these outer energies shift. So it's beautiful to be doing the watery Jupiter, the wonderful Jupiter in Cancer, and the North Node in Pisces. I have a special sensitivity. I get a lot of information from what we call the Black Madonna, which is a particular form of resource of the feminine in difficult times. And yeah, I'd love to talk about that, and we should talk a little more about that.
Well, you might not know me yet. I'm Hanna. I've been involved in the astrology world for around 6 or 7 years. I'm an evolutionary astrologer. I am Brazilian, born and raised, but I'm based in Chicago. I'm going to be talking a little bit about Venus, the Venus star points in 2026. So, the meeting, that celestial meeting of the sun and Venus in the sky, really opening up that heart center portal for all of us, like especially during these times of these, this deep transitioning, going deeper into the asteroid Pallas Athena, was so completely and totally connected to the wise feminine, the expression of the feminine, the female wisdom. And within the female pantheon, Pallas shows up strongly in charts of women who really changed the world. The women who made history, the women who paved the way for all of us, in many ways still do.
I will be speaking about these new planets. Haumea, who is the mother goddess of the Hawaiian god, pantheon of deities, and how she's connected to Pele, the volcano goddess. And then we're going to speak about Sedna, who has an incredible mythological story, but even more incredible orbit. Sedna is now coming the closest it has been in 11,000 years, closest to the Earth. And that's why we found out about this planet, because otherwise she can really reach to the very outer edges of our solar system. And we see that as Sedna being some kind of agent to connect us to something that is really into the great beyond. And another thing that's taking place as one of our presentation is we'll speak about Jupiter in Cancer. And each of the speakers, each one of us will bring a different face to Jupiter in Cancer. So that's part of the interactive event. It's going to take place Saturday evening. Omega events are not only an intellectual experience, we are also bringing music, experiential astrology, conversation. It's definitely going to be this celebration of spirit, emotions, community, and good food.